Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be checking out mine and Jay Cactus's brand new free MIDI pack for you guys. If for some reason you don't know who Jay Cactus is, Jay Cactus is an up and coming YouTuber. He is absolutely smashing it here on YouTube for drill videos and tutorials. In this video I'm going to flick through the pack and then I'm going to show you guys how to make a beat using the pack. I'm going to show you guys how to make your own melodies. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers. With all that out of the way, let's jump into the MacBook. So once you have downloaded the pack either from mine or Jay's website, you will see this in your door. There will be a DixonBeats folder and a Jay Cactus folder. We've organized our folders slightly different, but both folders do come with the BPM and the key of every single project. Each folder contains a project. Each project contains the MIDI file, the actual full loop, and all of the stems that make that loop. And in Jay Cactus's folder, it's set up a little bit different. He's got stems and MIDI of all of his projects in one folder, and then the WAV loops in another folder. I've not actually listened to all of his folder yet, so these are like genuine reactions to what it sounds like. Jeez. There are a lot of cinematic type drill loops in here as well, very orchestral based, but there is some others as well. Very sick. I can see like a story type drill beat on that one. So what I'm going to do now is pick a loop from the pack and I'm going to show you guys how I would go about making a beat. Okay, so I'm going to go for this sample here called It Gets Deep by Jay Cactus. As we can tell here, it is 142 BPM, F major minor. So I'm just going to go over to the stems, drag them all in, as well as the MIDI. So whilst using these kind of packs, please be as creative as you can. Do not just simply drag and drop all of the stems in or the looping. Put a drum pattern over the top and say you're finished. Do not go there. Let's be more creative if you have time to be. And that's where the MIDIs come in. You can simply just drop the MIDI in here and you can play around with the notes, make a second counter melody, put your own flavor to it, make it really your song. I know a lot of you guys come to my videos for free VSTs, so I'm going to try and use as many free VSTs as humanly possible in this video. So what I like to do a lot of the times is if I have a chord here, just to spice it up a little bit, I like to kind of arpeggiate it, and this is all you have to do to get that. Remove the bass notes. And then just simply follow the pattern like that for every chord. That's a good start. But if you don't know anything about music theory, like mostly I don't know that much about music theory, but it's pretty simple. I've used all of the same notes that was in the original chord. You can't really put a key wrong if you're using all of the notes from the chord. A little bit of tape cassette too to make it interesting. So all I'm going to do now is throw that MIDI chord back in again and figure out some more counter melodies with some different sounds, see if we can make it a bit more interesting. I'm thinking maybe a brass.
No, 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 no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. This is what happens when you get a MacBook Air M1 and the Big Sur does not support anything that you use. The VSTs are not supported. Everything's up in the air. Things crash when they didn't used to crash. You get this message here, and if it recovers, you're great, but if it doesn't, then you'll never see this video because I'm not doing it again. Oh, thank God. Always save your projects every 5 minutes. I just want to stop the video there really quickly. In my last video, I asked you guys to write "New Year, New Me" in the comments below for a shout out. Here are the people that commented. Once again, there were so many comments, so I apologize if your name whizzes past the screen and you don't get to see it. If you do want to shout out in my next video, all you have to do is like this video right now and comment "New Year Driller" in the comments below. "New Year Driller" in the comments below, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Now let's get back into it. So next, the all important 808 slides. So typically I would pick a 808 that is in key, like this Cymatics one here, which is in the key of C. I would throw it into a simpler. I understand in Fruity Loops you guys do it a little bit different, but if you are in Ableton, all I do is change voices to 1, turn glide on, time to 1, 1, 1, back to that MIDI file. So these are your bass keys down here, the bottom notes. They're the ones you're going to be working with for the 808, and you're going to use these top notes for your slides, if that makes any sense. So from what I know how to make it slide in Ableton, there is 2 ways that I use. Basically, you can overlap the notes, that makes it do that glide from the one note to the other one, or click this button down here, go to transpose, and you can change the pitch here instead. It was actually quite funny because Cactus uses Fruity Loops, so when I sent him the MIDI for the 808s, he didn't know what was going on because I was overlapping, and he was like, why are they overlapping? They sounded mad in Fruity Loops. But yeah, this is the way I do it in Ableton. Okay, so my battery overheated on my camera, but since you guys have been gone, I have rustled up a simple drum pattern. So you guys have just rejoined as I am about to throw some halftime on the intro to make it sound a little bit different to the drop. So yeah, sounding live, this is what I've came up with. I have gave it a little bit of structure, and yeah, this is how you make a beat from our new sample pack, mine and Cactus. Big up Cactus every single time.
DixonBeats.
And that is it for today's video. Hopefully that kind of inspired you to make your own drill tracks. Hopefully I showed you a few tricks and tips that you didn't know. If you do want the pack, it will be in the description below as always. Big up Cactus once again for collabing with me on this pack. It turned out fire. So big up him every single time. And I just want to thank you guys once again for coming to join me for another video. If you are still here, that means you have watched the video all the way through. I really appreciate you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.